So our scripture for this morning is really something na close to my heart. Okay? And probably, ito po yung mga, kumbaga, isa sa mga prominente or isa sa mga pinakasikat na passage sa Bible. This is the Ezekiel 37, the Valley of the Dry Bones. So this chapter is about the Valley of the Dry Bones, and aalamin po natin, iisa-isahin po natin kung ano bang meron dito, anong ginawa ni Ezekiel, what happened to these dry bones eventually, and then we will get something out of it. So let's quickly read. Verse 1, the hand of the Lord was upon me, and he brought me out by the Spirit of the Lord and set me in the middle of a valley. It was full of bones. So itong vision ni Ezekiel about the valley of dry bones is perhaps the most famous passage in the whole book, in the entire book, as I've said kanina. So here po, nung nakita ni Ezekiel yung mga buto, hindi lang po niya sinabi na dry. In fact, he mentioned that it is very dry, na ang ibig sabihin po, zero chance of living na. Okay? But here comes the Lord dropping the most controversial and shocking question. He asked me, this is on verse 3, Son of man, can these bones live? I said, O sovereign Lord, you alone know. Then on verse 4, he said to me, prophesy to these bones and say to them, dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Kumbaga parang gustong sabihin ng Lord dito na, anak, mag-preach ka sa walang mga buhay na ito. Kumbaga para kang sinabihan ng Lord na, anak, punta ka sa sementeryo, tapos mag-preach ka sa mga patay doon. Ganon po yung scenario natin. Then on verse 5, this is what the sovereign Lord says to these bones. I will make breath enter you, and you will come to life. On verse 6, I will attach tendons to you and make flesh come upon you and cover you with skin. I will put breath in you and you will come to life. Then you will know that I am the Lord. So here we can right away see how the Lord shows off. Diba? Because why not? That's how powerful our God is. He can create something out of nothing. He can turn liquids na imposible sa chemistry, and He can bring life even into a valley of death. So if by any chance po, nakalimutan mo lang, ganun po ka makapangyarihan ang Panginoon na meron tayo. Ganun po katindi ang Panginoon na sinasamba mo. Diba? Ewan ko na lang kung hindi mo sobrang, diba? Hindi ka sobrang manginig dun sa fact na yun. That's how powerful our God is. So, on verse 7, so I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I was prophesying, there was a noise, a rattling sound, and the bones came together, bone to bone. I looked, and tendons and flesh appeared on them, and skin covered them, but there was no breath in them. Yan na, may mga nangyayari na pero wala pang hininga, 'di ba? May mga nabuo na, may mga nadikit, may mga dumikit na pero wala pa ring hininga. Okay? Kaya hindi maka-operate kasi wala pang hininga. So remember po, dun sa Genesis, the final touch po ng Panginoon kay Adam para absolutely mabuhay ay yung breath, yung hininga po mismo ng Panginoon. So if you want to fully be mobilized again, kailangan mo po muna ng hinga ng Panginoon. Then on verse 9, then he said to me, prophesy to the breath, prophesy son of man, and say to it, this is what the sovereign Lord says, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe into this slain that they may live. So jumping po sa verse 12, therefore prophesy and say to them, this is what the sovereign Lord says, O my people, I am going to open your graves and bring you up from heaven. I will bring you back to the land of Israel. Jumping to verse 14, I will put my spirit in you and you will live. Let me read that again. I will put my spirit in you and you will live. I will settle you in your own land. Then you will know that I, the Lord, have spoken and I have done it, declares the Lord. Wow! Diba? Grabe yun. Grabe si Ezekiel. Diba? Ako gusto ko personally ng ganong experience. Diba? Yung gagamitin ka ng Panginoon to influence people, to encourage them to go on, and assist them on their journey sa Panginoon. Kahit pag gaano ka kahirap yan, diba? You will assist them. Pero teka lang, parang ang tindi kasi ng experience ni Ezekiel, parang medyo intimidating sa part ko po yun. But you know what? Kahit po, parang ang galing-galing, sobrang tindi na po ng experience ni Ezekiel na yun, para lang din pong tayong si Ezekiel. How? First po, do you sense God talking to you na, wait lang nak, I want to use you? Diba? Pero ikaw mismo hesitant ka, you feel incapacitated, intimidated, sa kung ano man po ang pinapagawa ng Panginoon, but you are willing. Okay, you are willing. Okay, so those are exactly who Ezekiel is. Minsan, di ba, may mga gusto tayong gawin pero na-intimidate tayo sa pinapagawa ng Panginoon, pero willing naman tayo. Okay? You know what, kapatid? Minsan na pong may ginamit ang Panginoon to bring life to these dead bones. Okay? To bring life to these dead bones para hindi lang basta mabuhay, para maging parte ng army ng Panginoon. So what makes you an exception? Okay, syempre ikaw din po, di ba? Pwede ka pong magamit ng Panginoon. Kaya mo rin maging Ezekiel in this generation. You can be an Ezekiel in the lives of the people around you. Yung ma-assist sila, matutulungan sila, at kung ano-ano pa. So, gagamitin ka po ng Panginoon to bring what? To bring hope, to bring life, and to experience God's power in their lives. So, if you're interested, I will just give you 2 things na kailangan mong i-adjust para matulungan ang iba to, to live again. Number 1 po na dapat nating iayos, vision. Sabi po sa verse 2, He led me back and forth among them, and I saw a great many bones on the floor of the valley, bones that were very dry. So, ngayon po, tingin ka sa paligid mo. Observe mo muna yung paligid mo. Diba? Anong nakikita mo? May nakikita ka pa ba? Or nagpapanggap ka na lang na may nakikita ka pa? Or nagkukunwari ka na wala kang nakikita? Diba? Kapatid, don't deny the reality. Accept it. Aminin mo na may di na magandang nangyayari, aminin mo na may problema na, aminin mo na powerless ka. And when you already accepted the reality of your situation, don't let that dictate your perspective. Okay? Shift your focus to the truthfulness of the power of God. Nung binitawan po ng Panginoon yung tanong sa verse 3 na, Son of man, can these bones live? Anong sabi ni Ezekiel? Oh, sovereign Lord, you alone know. So, si Ezekiel po, hindi niya dinictate kung ano yung will ng Panginoon. Hindi siya nag-judge kung ano ba talaga yung dapat gawin. Instead, Ezekiel, without any word or complaint, just waited on God's instructions and for the situation to change. Sa lahat po ng nakikita mo, unahin mo ang Panginoon pero wag mo siyang pangunahan. Okay? I am in no way saying na lokohin mo yung sarili mo na okay lang lahat ng nangyayari. Diba? Andyan na yung bills, diba? Wala ka pang cash, ang hirap naman talaga nun. Pasahan na bukas yung mga dapat mong ipasa, hindi ka patapos, mahirap naman talaga yan. Paulit-ulit na lang, masakit naman po talaga sa ulo yan. Diba? But I am also not saying na i-magnify mo ang mali. Diba? What am I trying to say here is, accept your situation, pero adjust your focus. And based on the truthfulness of God's character, i-embrace mo yun. Embrace mo yun at paniwalaan mo that the Lord you have will meet all of those. Diba? Hindi ka lang po wishful thinking na i-rescue ako ng Panginoon dito. Diba? Expecting ka talaga that the Lord will rescue you kahit nasaan ka pa. That is the real hope we have in Jesus. Okay? Iayos mo yung paningin mo, may nakikita ka naman talagang parang dead end na, pero tandaan mo po that the Lord we are worshiping is the Alpha and Omega. He is the Alpha and Omega. So even po ang katapusan will bow down at His feet. Okay? So that's the number 1, vision. Number 2, ito po yung dapat natin gawin or i-adjust. Do what you're told to do. Okay? Do what you're told to do. Ezekiel did what he was told to do. No questions, no more discussions. He only did what he was told to do. Why? Ito po. Because his confidence is based on the character of the commander. Once again, his confidence is based on the character of the commander. Alam niya na yung Panginoon na yung nagsabi, seryoso yan. Diba? Alam niya na yung Panginoon yung nag-command o hindi siya iiwan yan kahit anong mangyari. Alam niya na yung Panginoon yung nagsabi kapag may ipinangako ang Panginoon, it will come, it will happen. Here's the thing. Kapag sinabi ba sa'yo ng Panginoon na, anak, ito talaga kasi ang plano, do you have the confidence na gawin yung pinapagawa sa'yo ng Panginoon? Diba? Pupunta ka ba talaga sa mga lugar na alam mong wala naman ng kahantungan? O kaya magpapatuloy ka ba sa gawain alam mo namang medyo dihado ka na? Kung wala, magpa-assist na po tayo ngayon pa lang. Baka kasi kulang pa yung pagkakakilala natin sa kung sino talagang nagbibigay ng utos sa atin. Diba? When Ezekiel did those 2 things, dalawang bagay lang po, diba? Yung vision and do what you're told to do. Nung ginawa po ni Ezekiel yun, ito po yung mga nangyayari. Letter A, there was hope. Kala mo dead end na, may igaganda pa pala. Letter B, there was a miracle. Bagay na alam mong imposible na nangyari pa. Letter C, ano pa? I will put my spirit in you, and then you will live, and I will settle you in your own land. Then you will know that I, the Lord, have spoken, and I have done it, declares the Lord. Doon na po nangyari yung may 0 chance of living, naging vast army pa ng living king. Once again, di ba, may 0 chance of living, pero naging vast army pa ng living king. Looking at this, legit na napaka-privilege ni Ezekiel, diba? Sobrang grabing pribilehiyo yung magamit siya ng Panginoon to give life to the people, to encourage them to go on. He was able to be used by God to bring life to the dead bones. Diba? Yes, kapatid, meron pong miracle, merong hope. And you know what? Kaya mo rin pong maging kasing bold ni Ezekiel. Diba? Someone out there waits for an Ezekiel like you na sundin ang pinapagawa ng Panginoon. Okay? But you know what? Here's the key. Okay? Here's the key. Simple lang. Yung sinasabi po sa chapter na yon na I will put my spirit in you, sa buong chapter po na yun para po sa mga dry bones po yun yung I will put my spirit in you is the same spirit mentioned that guided and empowered and had been with Ezekiel on the previous chapters. Okay? Yung spirit po na nagbigay ng buhay dun sa mga dry bones na yon is the same spirit na kasama ni Ezekiel even on the previous chapters. Meaning po, si Ezekiel muna mismo yung naka-receive ng breathing ng Panginoon. Okay? Siya mismo naka-experience muna ng miracle, siya mismo naka-experience ng hope, at dahil meron na siyang spirit, he was able to also assist those in need of breathing. Okay? Okay? Siya po mismo yung naka-experience mo ng first hand ng Panginoon. So that ma-assist din niya yung mga tao para ma-experience din ng Panginoon. Okay po? At ikaw po kapatid, kapag hiningahan ka po ng Panginoon, you will have this power, you will have this boldness and confidence na i-assist yung mga tao para ma-experience din yung paghinga ng Panginoon. At kapag sila po mismo nahingahan na rin ng Panginoon, they will also be able to do the same for the people around them and to the next generation at sa mga susunod pa at sa mga susunod pa. Diba? Yun po yung masarap doon. Ito po yung gustong gawin ng Panginoon sa'yo. On verse 14, let me read this again. I will put my spirit in you and you will live. You will live, and I will settle you in your own land. Then you will know that I, the Lord, have spoken. And I have done it, declares the Lord. Nagawa na, I have done it, declares the Lord. That is our God. May pakialam siya na mabuhay ka. He wants you to experience the best things in life. You will be brought back to your original design. You will live. Mabubuhay ka, kapatid. Mabubuhay ka. Ang kailangan mo, yung buhay po na nanggagaling diretso sa Panginoon. Diba? Hayaan mo pong ngayong umaga, hingahan ka uli ng banal na spirito kasi willing siya. Okay? Willing siyang gawin ka, gamitin ka, willing siyang gawin kang parang Ezekiel ng henerasyon na to. Okay? Marami na pong discouraged, marami nang patay, marami nang sobrang daming pinagdadaanan. Bumuhay ka naman, tumulong ka naman bumuhay. Pero bago po sila, diba, ikaw muna, magpabuhay ka. Magpabuhay ka uli sa Panginoon. But here's the question. Gusto mo ba? Kasi po, willing ang Panginoon, nakatagpuin ka ngayon, and to breathe in life in you again.